System boot. AI Core online.
I need a budget-friendly gaming laptop.
What's your budget in rupees? And do you want it mainly for esports games or heavier AAA gaming?
AAA gaming, and my budget is around 80,000 rupees.
Searching the web. For AAA gaming at around Rs 80,000, the best pick is Lenovo LOQ with RTX 4050 if you can find it close to your budget, because RTX 4050 is the minimum sweet spot. How can I help?
Can you open VS Code for me?
Opening. How may I assist?
Hey, do you remember that SSD I mentioned about? Can you bring that up for me?
On it. What I can bring up from memory is that your preferred SSD brand was Samsung. I don't have a record of a specific SSD model being suggested. If you want, I can help narrow it down again based on your budget, capacity, and whether it's for gaming or OS plus games. Yes, boss?
Send a message to Subbu on WhatsApp that I'll be late to the movie tomorrow.
Should I go ahead with that?
Yes, go ahead.
On it. Message sent to them via messages.
That wasn't a demo video from some startup. That's running on my Mac right now, and the voice recognition never leaves this machine. No audio goes through any servers. I built this myself. In the next 12 minutes, I'll show exactly how it works, the architecture, the tools, the tech stack, and the mistakes I made along the way. Let's go. Every one of us grew up watching Tony Stark talk to Jarvis and thought, I want that. And technically, we have Siri and Alexa, but here's the problem. They're closed. You can't add your own tools. You can't see what they do with your own voice, and half the time they just say, I found this on the web. So I said these 3 rules for my version. 1. Voice stays on the device. The wake word detection and the speech to text run local on my Mac. 2. It has to actually do things. Open apps, send messages, control Spotify, manage my calendar, not just chat. 3. It has to feel instant. If I say open Chrome, I don't want it to think for 4 seconds. Those 3 rules shape the entire architecture. Let me show you the big picture first. The whole system is one pipeline. Wake, listen, think, speak. It starts with the microphone feeding a wake word model called openWakeWord. This tiny neural network that runs locally, listening for one thing only, the wake word. It's cheap enough to run 24/7 without melting your CPU. When it triggers, Jarvis starts recording and handles the audio to the whisper, specifically the medium. English model running through fast whisper, again fully local. Your voice is transcribed on your own hardware. I also base the transcription with the names of the apps I installed on my Mac, so it doesn't hear OpenSlack as OpenSlag. Now we have the text. Here's where it gets interesting. The intent router decides, is this a simple command or does it need a real reasoning? Simple commands take a fast path. Complex requests go to LLM running on OpenAI and Gemini as fallback. The LLM can call tools in a loop until the job is done. Finally, the response goes to ElevenLabs for text to speech. I use the Daniel voice with built-in macos. Say command as failed if the internet dies. The only thing that touches the cloud are the LLM reasoning and the voice output. Everything about understanding you is local. Here is a design decision that makes the biggest difference to how Jarvis feels, not everything that goes to the LLM. Think about what you actually say to the voice assistant. 90% of it is open an app, play music, set a reminder. You do not need a LLM to open Spotify. Sending that through LLM adds latency, costs tokens, and can even get it wrong. So the intent router does the pattern matching first. If it's a high confidence match, open, play, remind me, it executes directly through the rule-based fast path. Sub-second response. If the confidence is low or the request is genuinely complex, find the PDF I downloaded yesterday and summarize it. Then it goes to the LLM. This is a pattern worth stealing for any AI. Use the dumbest thing that works and escalate only when you have to. LLMs are amazing, but they are a hammer. Not everything is a nail. Okay, the fun part. When a request does need reasoning, Jarvis sends it to LLM on ChatGPT. I picked ChatGPT because the latency is stupid fast for a voice assistant. Latency is everything. If GPT goes down, it falls over to Gemini. But the LLM doesn't just chat. It has tools. The request goes in with a list of everything Jarvis can do, and the model responds with either an answer or a tool call. Jarvis executes the tool, feeds the result back. So the model decides the next step. This loop until the next task is done. So what tools does it have? Web search, system control, volume, brightness, sleep, Spotify with full authentication. So it controls my account, browser automation through Apple script. Messaging, it can send iMessages and WhatsApp messages and can even start FaceTime calls, calendar and reminders, file operations, and shell tool, which it means which means it can technically do anything, which is both awesome and slightly terrifying. Here is a real example of the loop in action. Hey Jarvis,
Ready when you are.
send a WhatsApp message to Subbu that I'll be late to the movie tomorrow.
Should I go ahead with that?
Yes.
On it. Message sent to them via messages.
Watch fill out. The model calls the message tool first, gets a success result back, and only then generates the final spoken confirmation. That loop, call, observe, decide, repeat, is the same agent pattern behind basically every AI agent. You have seen this here. Jarvis is small, honest version of it. A voice assistant without memory is just a search bar with extra steps. Jarvis has 3 layers of memory. Layer 1. In-session context. After it answers, it keeps listening for 30 seconds, so you can say play some music. Then just louder. Then skip this one. Without repeating the wake word, it knows the conversation is still going on. Layer 2. Semantic search over past conversations. Every exchange gets stored in SQLite, async, WAL mode, so nothing blocks the voice loop. When you ask something, Jarvis runs a similarity search across all turns and pulls in anything relevant. Ask, what was that restaurant I mentioned last week? And it can actually find it. Layer 3. Preference extraction. A background process. It calls the memory consolidator periodically, reads through conversations and extracts the durable facts. That I prefer this playlist. Those get injected into future prompts automatically. No, vector embeddings would be better, but that's on the roadmap. But it's fast, local, zero dependencies, and it works. Ship the simple version first. Quick rundown of the stack. Python 3.12 with UV for package management. If you're still on plain pip, try UV once and you will go back. The whole daemon is async. One reactive loop handling wake word to speech, a proactive loop polling reminders so Jarvis can speak its own. And the memory consolidator in the background first run downloads about 900 megabytes of models, Whisper Medium and the Wake model. After that, the listening side needs zero internet. Now the honest section, what broke? 1. Audio on macOS is pain. You need a port audio from homebrew, permissions, dialogues fight you, and the debug why is the mic silent at 2 am builds character. 2. Wake word, false triggers. Early on, Jarvis woke up in a time YouTube videos said anything about remotely similar. Turning the detection threshold was a real balancing act. Too strict and it ignores you. Too loose and it answers your TV. 3. LLM are confident liars with tools. The model once tried to helpfully clear my reminders when I asked it to read them. Hey, I'm trying to buy this Samsung phone. My budget is around 30,000 rupees. So, can you look up for some best ones?
What matters most to you in that 30,000 rupees range? Camera, battery, gaming, or overall balance? And are you okay with Samsung's A series only? Or would you also consider last year's discounted models if they fit the budget?
So for this message, the ElevenLabs voice failed. So directly fall back to the macOS default mode.
Right here.
What's going on around the world? Show me.
On it.
Here's a quick world news snapshot. I've opened a live world news page for you. 1. Energy and conflict are driving headlines. Oil has jumped sharply, with reports tying it to attacks in the Red Sea and wider Iran-linked tensions. 2. Russia and Ukraine are still a major focus. There are reports of strikes affecting Black Sea ships.
So, where is this going? Phase 0 through 2. The skeleton, voice input output, and all the tool integrations are done. Phase 3 is next. Proper long-term memory and learning. After that, vision, so it can see the screen, deeper automation, a real UI, and eventually production polish. The code is open source. Link to the GitHub repo is in the description. Start it, break it, send issues. We'll fix it together. This video was the map, but every block in the architecture diagram deserves its own deep dive. How the wake mode actually works, how Whisper does what it does, how the LLM tool loop is built line by line, prompt engineering, caching, all of it. That's this series. Each episode, we take one block and go deep. If you want that, subscribe. The WakeWord episode is next. And tell me in the comments, what tool should Jarvis get next? I'll build the best suggestion on camera.
Mission complete.